Sukkah, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Vov. Still discussing the esrog. Also chazozis al ruboy. Various reasons why the esrog will be possible. The first, also chazozis al ruboy, if a scab-like boil on the majority of the esrog, that would make it possible. Explains the Bartanura, this is the majority in one place. It's all linked. However, if it wasn't on the majority in one go, but it was in 2-3 different places, that would be sufficient to make it possible, even if it didn't cover the whole esrog. Similarly, it would also be possible if there was this just a small boil at the top of the esrog, the chutim of the esrog, where it narrows to the top, and that's because it would be very visible there. Continues the Mishnah. Nitla pitmosai, if the wood-like stem that protrudes from the esrog at the top, if that was removed, or niklav, it was peeled. Most Rishonim learn that what this means, peeled, if the whole outer, very thin, glossy peel was removed, then it would be possible. We are not here discussing the thicker peel, but this is just the outer, thin peel. If all of that was missing, that would also be possible. Nistak, if it was cracked. And as the Tiferes Yisrael points out, kuloi merosha l'soifai. From top to bottom, it's all cracked. That would also be possible. The final psul that we mentioned, nikav v'chose kol shehu, which Tiferes Yisrael, bringing Rashi's Pirush, what this means is there's a hole, v'chosa kol shehu, and something is missing. The smallest amount is actually missing from the thick skin. It will be possible. The Bartanura does mention that the hole we're talking about doesn't go from one end to the other, because if it went right through, then it would be possible without anything being removed from the actual esrog. But here we're discussing, say according to Rashi, nikav, there's a hole that doesn't go right through. But as it's a hole and something is missing, it will be possible. Then the Mishnah mentions the converse, olsa chazozis al miutay. If this scab was only on a small amount of the esrog, the area of the esrog, as we mentioned, not though at the top, but a small amount, that would be kosher. Not l'ugtzai, if the stem that protrudes from the lower, from the base of the esrog, of course it grows from that, if that was missing, that would also still make the esrog kosher. And here, nikav, if there's a hole, not right through, but nikav v'lo chosa kol shehu, but nothing's actually missing from the skin, the thick skin itself, then that would be kosher. The Mishnah continues, esrog hakushi posel. What is esrog hakushi? The Bartanura explains that it grew here. It didn't grow in Kush, normally translated as Ethiopia, but grew outside. But it's shochar, it's black, it's dark, and therefore it's posel. However, Kushi shegodl be'eretz Kush, If this dark esrog grew be'eretz Kush in Ethiopia, urchehu v'kosher, that's the way they normally grow there, and therefore it would be kosher in Eretz Kush. The final halacha, hayora kekarsi, which means if it's green, like a leek. Rabbi Meir machshir, Rabbi Meir says that is kosher. Rabbi Yehuda poisel, but Rabbi Yehuda says it's possible. We paskin like Rabbi Yehuda that is possible. However, Tosfos mentions, quoted here by the Tiferes Yisrael, if it's green, and the reason why it would be possible is because it's not ripe. However, if it's green, but one would know that it would still change to the normal colour, the normal yellow golden colour, then that is considered ripe. Although currently it's not yellow, it's green, because one knows that this esrog will change colour eventually to yellow, one can say that the esrog is already ripe at this stage. If green and remain green, that would be rather different, and that's what Rabbi Yehuda is discussing when he says that such an esrog would be possible. That concludes Mishnah Vav.